Defense is firing back in the Kilpatrick Corruption Case, trying to combat testimony that the former mayor and his pals lined their pockets with lucrative water department contracts.
Yeah, 7 Action News investigator Heather Cataldo has been covering this trial from the very start. And Heather, just listening to the reports today, it sounds like the defense really scored some points.
Yes, I think the defense teams are feeling pretty good about how they did today. Just like yesterday, there was only one witness on the stand for all 4 hours of court, a water department insider who today agreed with the defense that Bobby Ferguson wasn't the only contractor who made millions on something called change orders. On Monday, as federal prosecutors laid the groundwork for their racketeering case against Detroit's former mayor and his co-defendants, they focused on the millions of dollars that Bobby Ferguson made on something called change orders with water department contracts. Kwame Kilpatrick, his father Bernard Kilpatrick, Ferguson, and ex-Detroit Water and Sewerage Department Director Victor Mercado are all on trial, accused of running a criminal enterprise out of City Hall. DWSD construction contract manager Daniel Edwards has now spent 2 full days on the witness stand. Edwards explained to the jury that change orders are used when contractors run into unexpected cost overruns on jobs, and at times the change orders can increase a contract's value by millions of dollars. On Monday, Edwards called the change orders for some of Ferguson's deals unusual, but today he agreed they are actually very common.
They happen often in these types of construction contracts, particularly in a situation like this where when you're working down below in a sewer system that's old, you're going to find some surprises. These change orders are not as significant as the government would make them out to be.
Ferguson attorney Mike Rattay focused on several of his clients' downtown water main projects that were done in a hurry with a special administrative order from Kilpatrick. The feds allege Kilpatrick used his power to make sure Ferguson cashed in on deals like these. Edwards testified that the reason the projects were expedited was to get downtown improvements done in advance of the Super Bowl and the All-Star game. Rattay showed the jury multi-million-dollar change orders that other contractors also got for the same projects.
You saw that the government tried to mislead the jury, and you know, we just tried to set the record straight that change orders is a common occurrence, and as you can see, sometimes the change orders can be in double digits.
Rattay also chipped away at the government's allegation that Ferguson got one of the projects, even though they said his bid was 45% higher than the 3 lowest bids from other contractors. Edwards agreed that in that case, DWSD wasn't supposed to take the lowest bidder.
You go up there and do the best that you can, and hopefully the jury understands what you're trying to do. So, but until we get to the end of the case and the jury comes back not guilty, nobody rests.
This is a very complicated, very technical part of the testimony, but it's very important for this case. Today, the jurors were definitely getting a little bit confused, which led to some humorous moments in the midst of this very serious trial. I'll have more on that tonight on 7 Action News at 6. Joanne.